This is Regal. Could you please do the attendance?
Here. Here.
Present. Thank you, Mrs. Regal. Starting this evening with presentations, our Student Council Representative, Cohen Kirby.
Hi, I'm Cohen Kirby. Thank you for having me. Club and activity updates. Student Council continued the annual tradition of hosting a hallway decorating contest and Spirit Week throughout the week leading up to the homecoming game. All hallways looked great, but the winning hallway was the Spooky Sophomores. Students had a fun week dressing to the Spirit Week themes and decorating. SAD hosted the annual homecoming dance on Saturday, October 4th, which was a huge hit with almost 500 tickets being sold. Avita members initiated Talk It Up Tuesdays at the high school, since one of the Avita major elements is showing gratitude and appreciation. Each Tuesday, an Avita member or advisor will announce these notes of appreciation, compliments from students and faculty alike on the announcements. Talk It Up Tuesdays will continue weekly for the 25 to 26 academic year. On October 15th, Avita members along with the sophomore class attended Coach BJ at Mart's Hall. Coach BJ's presentation focused on improving confidence and breaking through the barriers. On November 6th, BMHS Avita members will be hosting a talk workshop for Schuylkill County schools. The workshop is a student-facilitated event that helps to empower schools to build strong student-led mental health and suicide prevention initiatives in their schools. Several high school and middle school Avita clubs throughout the county will be attending this important event. Additionally, several members from Blue Mountain High School were also selected for Avita's Youth Advisory Board. This committee is made up of middle school, high school, and college Avita advocates representing many different Avita schools. Applicants who are accepted help to assist Avita with its design, merchandise, programming, social media, and videos that keeps the students' voice present at all levels of our organization. The following BMHS members were accepted into the council: Kevin Frederick, Ina Mako, Catherine Ponsela, and Avery Duba. In response to the discontinuation of single streams recycling at the high school, the Green Club will begin implementing an aluminum recycling program next week to try to reduce waste and potentially earn money for the club. They're working on an informational video that they are remarking cans in the cafeteria and gym lobby to reflect aluminum-only recycling. Class and program updates. Megan Sterner was a remote guest speaker for AP Environmental Science on Thursday, October 22nd. She works for DEP, monitoring for water pollution and the municipal sources. She discussed with students how her work keeps PA in compliance with the Safe Drinking Water Act. Miss Foose and the Life Skills class are preparing for the second Blue Mountain Boo Bash. This event is a Halloween dance party for low-incidence students across the county in grades 7 through 12. There will be dancing, trick-or-treating, games, sensory tables, crafts, face painting, food, and fun. They're looking forward to the spectacular time. Sports updates, football. The football team has had a lot of success in the back half of their season. The boys are 5-4 and just beat Pottsville on Friday nights to secure a playoff game. The boys are competing and showing a lot of improvement throughout the past few weeks. The team is looking to win their last game against Tamaqua and finish the regular season 6-4 going into the playoffs. The boys are excited for the rest of the season and what it has in store for them. Go Eagles. For girls soccer, the Blue Mountain Lady Eagles have recently won their third straight Schuylkill League title as well as a divisional win on Thursday, October 16th after their win over Schuylkill Haven. They're currently ranked #1 in the district and are set to play Lehighton tonight. Although the team has faced some adversity with senior captain Kira Nunamacher out due to an ACL tear, the team is still favored to win it all in districts as well, having a deep run heading into the states. For boys soccer, the boys soccer team has finished their regular season with a record of 17-3, and they are in the playoffs now. Recently, the boys beat Our Lady Lords in the Schuylkill League semifinal 5-0. They also beat Pine Grove in the final 3-0 to win Schuylkill League for the 6th time in a row. Last night, the boys played Jim Thorpe in the district semifinals and beat them 8-1. Next Wednesday, 10/29, they will play Southern Lehigh in the District 11 final. If they win, they go to states. For volleyball finished their regular season with a record of 11-3. The girls won their first league playoff match against Marion Catholic before losing a close match to Panther Valley, who then went on to win the Schuylkill League title. The girls lost in their first round of districts last night to end their season after a great match against Allentown Central Catholic. The girls have had a record-breaking season with 2 of their seniors breaking multiple school records in both assists and kills. For cross country, the boys and girls both won the league championship at White Birch Golf Course. They also both won the division titles as well. This was the first time that the boys and girls both won the league championship together. On the boys' side, Francesco Carr and Brody Moyer both qualified for the state championship in Hershey. On the girls' side, we have one state qualifier, Vanessa Frasnelli. For golf, the season is officially over. Our team sent 6 golfers to districts including Evan Setlock, Owen Crossan, Dylan Ittle, Josh Lesak, Cole Fry, and Delaney Walburn at the Steel Club, and they all played well. Delaney Walburn was able to make it to states at Penn State this past weekend and played at the Penn State White Golf Course. Our banquet is coming up at the beginning of November. For girls tennis, our girls tennis team ended their season with a record of 10-5, defeating competitive teams like Notre Dame Greenpond and many others. The team went on to win singles and doubles district. Mary Sogel won her first match in singles districts. Eva and Mary Sogel won their first match of doubles districts, and the team won their first match of team districts in qualifying to districts for the 22nd consecutive year. The girls worked very hard this season and accomplished many of their individual goals. Go Eagles. Thank you guys. Have a good night.
Thank you. At this time, it's my pleasure to do recognition of a teacher. Mr. Bonner, would you like to do the honors?
Good evening, everyone. Tonight, I have the honor of recognizing Mrs. Vanessa Frankenstein. A few weeks ago in her classroom, she had a student begin to choke on one of his snacks. She recognized this, took the student quickly out into the hallway and gave him the Heimlich maneuver, allowing him to breathe again. I watched this act on the video much later, and what struck me most was not about her composure during the moment, but was her care and reassurance afterwards. Mrs. Frankenstein grabbed the child, hugged him closely, and kept reassuring him that he was going to be okay. Later in the evening, she reached out to the parent's mother to make sure he was still okay. That compassion is what defines Vanessa Frankenstein as an educator. And it's exactly the kind of role model our children deserve. Vanessa embodies the very best of what we hope for in the school district. She's quick thinking, unwavering dedication, and a deep love for children. So please join me in thanking Vanessa Frankenstein, an exceptional teacher who always goes above and beyond for her students.
So at this juncture, I'd like to take a very short break so we could all congratulate Mrs. Frankenstein.
What?
Okay, we're going to be moving on this evening to our superintendent's report. Dr. Lilly?
Thank you. I'm going to start by recognizing our students of the month for October. From Elementary West, we have Adam Heath and Joey Cipriano. From the East, we have Emma Watkins and Jalen Buragana. From the middle school, Caitlin Riedlinger and Krish Desai. From STC, Wyatt Strauss. And from the high school, Ashley Charkaway and Howard Ash. Those are our students of the month for October. For the remainder of my report, I want to highlight an opportunity we had as a board and as a leadership team. 4 board members, myself and Mrs. Frederick, recently attended the Pennsylvania School Board Association State Conference. This was an opportunity to learn more about important topics facing school districts across the state. Some of the sessions we attended included AI in education, both from the innovation standpoint and helping students be future ready, also around policy creation. Another session was mental health and wellness. Our closing speaker was actually Sean Astin. Some of you may be familiar with him from some of the movies he was in, like Rudy or Lord of the Rings, but he himself had a lot of experiences with mental health with his own family growing up, and he spoke about that, and also the messaging included, the importance of having access to mental health services for all of those who are in need of those services. Other areas included neuroscience and how the brain learns, creating a culture for learning. Several different sessions were around superintendent and board relations, and other sessions included the importance of leadership development, communication, and feedback. Overall, it was a great experience for those of us in attendance, and we really appreciated the opportunity to be there and learn. Thank you.
Thank you. Moving on to our assistant superintendent's report, Mrs. Frederick.
Thank you. So on October 13th, while our students enjoyed a day off of school, our faculty was extremely busy doing a lot of professional development in order to grow as teachers. I wanted to highlight just a few things that we focused on that in-service day. I detailed them in the curriculum committee meeting, but just to highlight a few. Our K-2 teachers attended a county-wide training for UFly. That's a phonics program that we are using right now to add to our tool belt to help students, but we are exploring the option of using that as our phonics program moving forward next year. Our grade 3 team learned about Foundations, which is the phonics program we're currently using. What we're finding is that our students still need some phonics instruction in grade 3, so they worked on that. We were working on our alignment to the Steele science standards. Our middle school science did some training on the new curriculum that they received this school year. Our guidance teachers were working on our 339 plan. We were working on teacher websites. The list goes on and on. It was a very productive day, and our teachers were busy from the start to the finish, and we're looking forward to planning for the next in-service day in January. October is a busy month where there's a lot of national recognitions. That starts with, on October 16th was Bosses Day, so I'd like to thank Dr. Lilly for his leadership here at our district. It also highlights custodial workers recognition, National Coaches Day. Bus Safety Week is this week, and actually the whole month of October is National Principals Month, so I want to thank all of them for the job that they do every day. I don't want any of us to ever forget that it takes a lot of people to make things happen, and we are very grateful for the role that they each play in making this a great place. Thank you.
Thank you. Consent agenda items, Mrs. Yusuka?
Thank you. It is recommended that the board approve the following board meeting minutes. Those of September 25th for the board meeting and October 16th, 2025 for the committee of the whole. It is recommended that the board approve the following financial reports, and they are listed below on the agenda. It is recommended that the board accept the Recreation Commission report of September 24th, 2025 and October 15th, 2025, which includes meeting minutes, and there's a file attachment on that.
Thank you, Mrs. Yusuka.
Thank you.
Moving on to finance, Mr. Heim.
Sure. It's recommended that the board, approve the opening of the student activity account for the class of 2029 to raise money to assist the class with expenditures. It's recommended that the board approve the writs of execution to be filed. Let me start that over. It's recommended that the board approve the writs of execution to be filed for unpaid real estate taxes for the attached parcels in order to authorize the property to be sold at sheriff's sale. And that would be all.
Thank you, Mr. Heim. Would you please continue with physical facilities?
Sure. It is recommended that the board approve all senior citizens 62 years of age or older shall be admitted without charge with a valid proof of ID, examples, driver's license, real ID, or government-issued ID, to all Blue Mountain School District athletic events effective upon approval. This does not include the PIAA postseason events, and that would be all.
Thank you. Mrs. Regal, would you please take personnel?
Sure. Under transportation schedules, it is recommended the board approve the transportation schedules for the 25-26 school year, subject to change to accommodate students' needs. Under elimination of positions, it recommended the board approve the elimination of the following positions: 1 full-time 8-hour custodial maintenance position effective upon approval, and 1 full-time 8-hour second shift custodial position effective upon approval. Under creation of position, I recommend the board approve the creation of 1 full-time 8-hour facility support specialist effective upon approval. Under job description, recommend the board approve the following job descriptions as attached: facility support specialist, building and ground supervisors, and their file attachments. Under resignations, it's recommended the board accept the following letters of resignation. A letter received September 30th, 25 from Shayna Smith at the high school, part-time cafeteria employee effective October 10th, 2025. A letter received October 1st, 2025 from Robert Van Horn as Blue Mountain Elementary West special education teacher. The district reserves the right to hold him for a period of 60 days from the receipt of his letter or until his position is filled, whichever occurs first. A letter received October 1st, 25 from Donna Moyer as Blue Mountain Elementary West full-time second shift custodian effective October 14th, 2025. A letter received October 15th from Ian Baranski as Blue Mountain Middle School full-time day shift custodian effective October 15th to 25. Transfer of employment. It's recommended the board approve the transfer of employment of Daniel Willard from the Blue Mountain Middle School East-West in Elementary East building and ground supervisor to facility support specialist at his current hourly rate effective October 24th to 25. Employment request. It's recommended the board approve the following employment requests: Yvonne Killian, a substitute custodian at the hourly rate of $14.05, retroactive effective October 25th of this year. Riley Fogarty, a substitute custodian at the hourly rate of $14.05, retroactively effective August 25th. Jackson Gunnelson as probationary full-time second shift custodian assigned to the high school at hourly rate of $14.20 plus shift differential effective October 15th. Angela Murphy as probationary part-time personal care aide assigned to Elementary West at the hourly rate of $14.20, start date pending completion of her paperwork. Benjamin Wysocki as temporary professional special education teacher assigned to the Elementary West at the annual prorated salary of $55,600, effective October 20th of 25. And Daniela Halleck as probationary part-time cafeteria employee assigned to the high school at the hourly rate of $13.45, start date pending completion of paperwork. Dominique Harrington as probationary part-time cafeteria employee assigned to the Elementary West at the hourly rate of $13.45, start date pending completion of paperwork. Michael Marcola as probationary full-time day shift custodian assigned to the middle school at the hourly rate of $14.20, start date pending completion of paperwork. Stipend position. It is recommended the board approve Terry Sakowicz to serve as transition coordinator effective 25-26 school year. She is replacing Lauren Schimmer. Regular employment status, it is recommended the board acknowledge regular employment status of the following employees who have completed their 40-workday probationary status. Melissa Mayo, October 12th, Courtney Galloway, October 22nd, and Maria DuBois, October 22nd. Leave of absence, it is recommended the board approve a request of employee number 53 to take a medical leave of absence using applicable paid days beginning October 21st and returning to work on or about November 14th or upon release of position. Under mentors, it is recommended the board approve the following mentors. Rebecca Lesher to serve as mentor to Benjamin Wysocki as a prorated stipend effective upon the start of Mr. Wysocki. Tracy Hefner to serve as mentor to Michelle Rohde as a prorated stipend effective upon the start date of Mrs. Rohde. Out-of-state conference. I recommend the board approve Dr. Jason Lilly and Mrs. Kristen Frederick to attend the Scoop County Fall Leadership Retreat being held November 5th through the 7th, 2025 at West Point, New York. There will be no cost in the district. Out-of-state conferences. It is recommended the board approve the following. Dr. Jason Lilly to attend the Pennsylvania School Superintendent Study Council Conference, which will be held February 9th through the 11th, 2026 in Nashville, Tennessee. Dr. Lilly's registration, lodging, and travel will be paid by the Pennsylvania Superintendent Study Council. Dr. Jason Lilly and Mrs. Kristen Frederick to attend the ASA, the School Superintendent Association National Conference, which is being held February 12th to the 14th, 2026 in Nashville, Tennessee. Cost to the district will be $1,715 for registration plus travel and lodging. Dr. Lilly's travel expenses will be paid by the Pennsylvania Superintendent Study Council.
Thank you, Mrs. Riegel.
Welcome.
Moving on to co-curricular programs. Dr. Gruby, could you please take that?
Certainly. It is recommended that the board approve the following letters of resignation. A letter received October 14, 2025 from Ryan Jarbo as assistant baseball coach effective upon approval. A letter received October 17, 2025 from Allison Cleary as Blue Mountain High School mock trial co-advisor effective at the end of the 24-25 school year. It is also recommended that the board approve the following employment requests. Seth Feisel as Leo Club advisor at a stipend of $512 effective the 25-26 school year. Seth replaces Brianna Johansson. Noah Snisky as assistant baseball coach at a stipend of $2,500 effective the 25-26 school year. Noah replaces Ryan Jarbo. Deanna Vittori as Blue Mountain High School mock trial co-advisor at a stipend of $630 effective the 25-26 school year. Deanna replaces Allison Cleary. It is also recommended that the board approve the following requests. A request from the Blue Mountain High School Drama Theater Club to travel to New York City, New York on December 4th, 2025 to see the Christmas Spectacular and Maybe Happy Ending, Tony Award-winning musicals. High school students and their chaperones will learn professionalism for the stage and the theater. The only cost to the district will be the cost of substitutes. A request for 7 student athletes and their chaperone, Thomas Kanger, to attend the Nike Cross Country Regional Championships on November 22nd, 2025, departing at 4:30 a.m. and returning approximately 4:30 p.m. at Bowdoin Park in Wappingers Fall, New York. And that should be it.
Thank you, Dr. Gruby. Moving on to policy and legislation, Mrs. Yusuka.
Thank you. It is recommended that the board approve the first reading of policy 707 under property use of facilities. It is recommended that the board approve the first reading of policy 719 service animals. It is recommended that the board approve the first reading of policy 904 public attendance at school events. It is recommended that the board approve the second reading and adoption of policy 103, discrimination and harassment affecting students. It is recommended that the board approve the second reading and adoption of policy 103.1, non-discriminations, qualified students with disability. It is recommended the board approve the second reading and adoption of policy 104, discrimination/harassment affecting staff. It is recommended the board approve the second reading and adoption of policy 113.1, discipline of students with disabilities. It is recommended the board approve the second reading and adoption of policy 113.2, behavior support. It is recommended that the board approve the second reading and adoption of policy 801, public records. And lastly, it is recommended that the board approve the second reading and adoption of policy 803, school calendar. And that is all.
Thank you very much. Moving on to community relations, Mrs. Riegel.
The annual senior citizen holiday breakfast and concert at the middle school cafeteria will be held on December 9th at 8 o'clock in the morning till 10. The snow date of that would be December 14th. That's it.
And Mrs. Riegel, I do believe that there was a community information session and that we do plan to put that on our website as a taped session so that people could access that when they have time.
Yes, I'm sorry, I forgot about that, yes. Last night we held a community session, for,
Maintaining a calm
yes,
classroom.
maintaining a calm environment at home and at school. It was very interesting, it was very informative, and I highly recommend everybody watch it when it's posted.
So Mr. Palmer, they'll be getting with you to tape that session. Mr. Palmer, we're gonna get with him to tape that session and put it online. Moving on to Recreation Commission, Dr. Gerby.
Yes, it is recommended that the board approve the 2026 Recreation Commission budget, which is attached. It is also recommended that the board approve the creation of one full-time recreation program coordinator position. This position will utilize the Act 93 administrative personnel evaluation and compensation plan for salary and benefit purposes only. And that's all.
Thank you, Dr. Gruby. Schuylkill Intermediate Unit 29 and STC, Mr. Heim.
Yes, information items only. Schuylkill Intermediate Unit 29 and Schuylkill Technology Center agendas for the Board of Directors meeting October 6, 2025, including the minutes from the September 8th, 2025 meeting are attached. The STC annual vendor and craft show will be Saturday, November 1st, 2025. And the craft show supports Skills USA, DECA, and HOSA student organizations. And that would be all.
Thank you. Mrs. Yusuka, do you have a PSBA liaison report?
I do. There are a number of upcoming webinars. One is organizing your school board for success during an election year. That is November 10 at 12 p.m. This is for directors, superintendents, solicitors, school safety coordinators, and other district leaders to gain insight into required procedures for board organization in an election year. There's a Start Strong webinar that is a 90-minute program starting 1 p.m. on November 7th. That will include digital copies of the onboarding manual, a leadership guide, and the first year at a glance. And this webinar will address the challenges of helping new directors fully understand their role and responsibility as school board members. The Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency is offering a 3-part webinar. The first, I believe, is from what I understood as I read this, is January 20th. No time was listed at this time, but the topic is preventing school violence, and the presentation will explore evidence-based practices to improve physical security and also actionable strategies and federal resources to help schools prepare and respond to threats. I'll yield to Dr. Lilly's comments on the school leadership conference. We, 6 of us attended. I concur. It was a very productive and enlightening experience for, I hope, all of us. There will be videos posted soon on the paschoolleaders.org, and then 2 board members did attend the delegate assembly to pass the changes to the legislative platform that PSBA will support in the upcoming year. And then additional upcoming programs is on October 30th and 31st, School Board Secretaries Conference. November 19th, there's Alliance Partners webinar. November 21, there's a webinar on clicks and comments, social media for school boards. December 11th is an AI symposium. December 23rd, Foundational AI for School Leaders Certificate Program. And then moving into January, on the 28th, School Safety Preparedness Certificate Program. And more information and times will follow for all of those as that becomes available at my PSBA. And one thing I did learn at conference is, even though I'll be leaving the board in the beginning of December, I will be able to continue to support public education in Pennsylvania through the PSBA alumni group. So I hope to be able to do that. And given that 4 members are not here, I will forward my liaison input to all of us.
Thank you, Mrs. Yusuka, for your in-depth evaluation. Yes. Sure.
I want to reiterate
Sure.
that the Blue Bash is going to be held for all grade levels. We highlighted high school. And on the Wednesday the 23rd, it will be at the West for grades K through 6, 5, right? 5?
5.
And it'll be from 10:30 to 1. And then on the 31st, it'll be for the high school from 10:30 to 1 from grades 6 through 12.
And what about the middle school?
Oh, I'm sorry, 6 through 12, middle
6 through
school,
12,
middle
okay,
school and high school
perfect.
will be at the high school.
Okay. Thank you, Mrs.
I'll
Regal, for
forward it.
catching that.
Thank you.
Board agenda items to be acted upon this evening have been reviewed and made available to all attending this meeting. The board will now accept public comments on matters listed on this evening's agenda. Are there any speakers who have signed up to address the board on items on this agenda for this evening? Okay, seeing as there are none, we're going to move to the voting portion of our meeting. Before we start voting, is there any board member that would like any item pulled out for a separate vote in any category? No? We're good? Okay. In that case, may I have a motion to accept the 3 items under our consent agenda? All in favor? Anyone opposed? Is there a motion to accept the 2 items under finance? All in favor? Anyone opposed? May I have a motion to accept the item under physical facilities? All in favor? Any opposition? Is there a motion to accept items A through M under personnel? All in favor? Anyone opposed? May I have a motion to accept items A through C under co-curricular programs? All in favor? Any opposition? May I have a motion to accept items A through J under policy and legislation. All in favor? Anyone opposed? Is there a motion to accept items A and B under the Recreation Commission? All in favor? At this time, the board will now accept comments on items that are not on our agenda. Is there anyone signed up for comments for an item not on our agenda? Mrs. Meiser? Okay, Mrs. Meiser, could you please step up to the microphone? You'll be allowed 3 minutes for your remarks. And just please state your name and your place of residence.
Megan Meisner, 18 Crestview Drive, Schuylkill Haven. Tonight, I would like to address the Director of Pupil Services, Dr. Tyler Herman, being placed on administrative leave. I would like to speak to the board about my experience with Dr. Herman and what I feel he brings to the special education department. Having dealt with the special education department at Blue Mountain for several years, I've had a front row seat to how the department runs. Dr. Herman has been an incredible asset to the special education department. He was trying to take our antiquated and in many cases ineffective department and bring it up to speed, which was desperately needed and still continues to be needed. He was well versed on the laws and services that these students not only need, but are legally entitled to. He was here for the students to try to provide what was needed for them to be successful academically. As with any changes, not everyone was on board. Without proper support, no amount of effort will ever be a success. I would urge the board at this time to consider an independent investigation from a third party, along with the Bureau of Special Education if needed, to provide for an impartial investigation. I know Dr. Herman has advocated for many students and families within the Blue Mountain School District. With our special ed population being approximately 21% of our student body, we need more resources, not less. With Dr. Herman on administrative leave, we are left with only 2 special ed supervisors to handle all these students. I've heard this board speak continually about excellence. I think it's time we consider excellence for Blue Mountain students, including those with diversified learning needs. The loss of Dr. Herman would be detrimental to both the special education department and the entire Blue Mountain School District. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Meisner. Is there anyone else that wishes to make a comment on something that was not on the agenda? They may sign up at this time. Seeing as there are no other comments, we will be adjourning to go into an executive session where we'll be discussing legal and personnel issues. There will be no action to follow. May I have a motion to adjourn? Yes, I do. Thank you, Mrs. Regal. Before we get to our second, I will give us our meeting agendas that are upcoming. Thursday, November 13th, Committee of the Whole, 6:30 p.m. in the Blue Mountain District Office. Thursday, November 20th. The regular board meeting will be held, as Mrs. Regal said, at the Blue Mountain Elementary West at 6:30. Hope to see you all there. Now going back to the adjournment, is there a second? We have 2 seconds. All in favor? We are adjourned. Thank you.